Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, shout out to my boy Lonnie B. Thompson. Definitely a friend of the program. I got a lot of time for Lionell Thompson. A huge fan of him as a person. I'm actually a bigger fan of him as a person more than as a boxer. But he's a fantastic boxer, and he's someone that, when we talk about 160, I know it's been damn near, in December, it'll be 3 years since he fought. But he's still active. If you follow him on Instagram, he's still in the gym every day. He's still getting his 40 laps in the pool every day. He's still fight ready, if you know what I'm saying. He's ready for some smoke. He's just waiting for the call. And it's funny because this is a guy that, at 175, he didn't get the best opportunities. He fought tough guys, but I'm saying he didn't get the right end of the stick in a lot of occasions in fights. He may have 4 or 5 losses, but the only one that is definitely legitimate is Kovalev. All the other ones are up for interpretation. Lionell Thompson, right? He was on Facebook recently, and he had a whole lot to say about where he's at in his life and his career. And I wanted to read the quote and then kind of just give my little thoughts on that and talk about what could be next for Lionell B. Thompson. So here's what he said. Here it is by verbatim. He said the following, and I quote, "I compare my fight game and skills to Michael Jordan. I'm the only fighter in the super middleweight division that can have a 2 to 3 year layoff and none of the champions want to fight me or nobody in the top 10. I'm Jordan sitting on the bench watching these so-called killers struggling to put up 20 points a game with money backing them. The one time I get to play, I put up 50 points easy against top competition. The powers that be say, take him off the court. He's too good for other players. It's unfair. Nobody has seen the best of me yet. What y'all seen is short notice off the couch. I'm the uncrowned champion." And you know what? Look. What he's referring to, and listen, I'm not saying I agree with everything Lionell Thompson says. I think okay, at some point you just gotta take a fight and you gotta beat somebody to get people to care about you again, truthfully. But he's got a point because this is a guy that spent a lot of his career as a 175 pounder and beat some solid guys at 175, despite the fact that he was a little undersized for the weight class. Last fight he had in 2019, he finally moved on to 168, okay? And he fights a guy that is a notable name in the division. He fought Jose Uzcategui, who the same fighter that Caleb Plant won his world title against, and people love Caleb Plant. They praise Caleb Plant to the ends of the moons for beating Uzcategui. But when Lionell Thompson beat him, it was a very understated win. Not a lot of people talked about it like the way they should have. And the funny thing is, right, your boy Dave Benavidez, this so-called killer, he said, "Oh, I'm not going to fight Lionell Thompson, but I'll fight the guy that he just beat, Jose Uzcategui." He tried to do that. He tried to fight Jose Uzcategui, but he didn't want to fight Lionell Thompson. So it's like, it's getting ridiculous. Like, at some point, like, I'm in the middle. Like, I like Lionell Thompson. I think he's saying he wants like what is it, like 6 figures, like some crazy money like that. I think that's a bit unrealistic. Maybe he can get close to it. But I really feel like his career high payday, I forgot what he told me. He said it in our interview what it was. Whatever his career high payday is, I think they should his next fight should be at least $10,000 to $20,000 higher, maybe $30,000 higher of whatever his highest payday is. Because when you beat a guy like Jose Uzcategui, that should be raising your stock off of as a fighter. Whenever he fights again, you can have your opinions on Lionell. You can say he's delusional. You can say he's ducking people and he's being entitled and he's being soft. Okay, you're well within your rights to say that. But whoever fights him next, if he fights again, whoever fights him next is fighting a fighter who is coming off of a win against Jose Uzcategui. Okay, and if that fighter beats him, guess what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, "I just beat a guy who beat Jose Uzcategui his last fight." So if a fighter that's going to fight him can use that as a speaking point, and you're beating a guy who Caleb Plant, as he famously did in the Canelo press conference, says from Kingdom Come, he beat this guy, and he dog-walked him, and he's doing unbelievable things, then Lionell Thompson should be able to get a little bit of money out of boxing. That's all we're asking for. Not, the ultimate level of fairness, but just a little bit of fairness. Give the guy a little bit of fairness because he earned the right. I don't know if he earned the right to get paid like the amount of money he thinks he should get paid, like I think he said 300,000 or 400,000 or something like that. I don't know if it's that kind of money, but he should at least get whatever his career payday is. He should at least be getting like $20,000 to $30,000 more than that. And if he wins the fight against whoever they put him in with, then that money he should continue to increase his paydays and things like that. But yeah, man, I just came back to this video to say, look, these guys who you people praise, they don't want to fight Lionell Thompson. They don't call his name out, but they'll call the guys out, and they'll actually schedule fights to fight the guys that he already beat. So let the man fight. Let the man, try to push on at 168 and show what he can do, because he's a really good fighter, and I just think at the end of the day, all you can ask for a fighter is for an opportunity. So yeah, that's my video on Lionell Thompson. Let me know who you guys want to see him fight. Do you want to see him fight Benavidez? What about Berlanga? How about this? Can we get Lionell Thompson versus Berlanga? Edgar Berlanga don't want to fight Jesse Hart, or better yet, I should say, Top Rank doesn't want to make Edgar Berlanga versus Jesse Hart. So if they don't want to make Edgar Berlanga versus Jesse Hart, that's okay. Why don't you fight a guy who has more losses to Jesse Hart? And why don't you fight a guy Lionell Thompson, who I think would give Berlanga a great test, tested fighter from 175 to 168, a tested fighter. You can't say he's not. He's a guy that, for all intents and purposes, Lionell Thompson, I think if Berlanga were to fight Lionell Thompson next, that would be Berlanga's best fight to date, hands down. Be a guy that has beaten former world champions, fought the great Sergey Kovalev in his prime, and we would really get some answers as to who Berlanga is. Because if you can't beat the Lionell Thompsons of the world, then you don't really deserve to go anywhere in boxing. And for Lionell Thompson, it'd be a good opportunity for him to show, can he beat another name in the sport, and can he take down one of the most hyped up Puerto Rican fighters in the sport, in Edgar Berlanga. So listen, that's probably the most ideal fight, the most realistic, the most ideal fight. But either way you cut it up, slice it and dice it, I think Lionell Thompson deserves a chance to prove himself and push on at 168. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Who do you want to see Lionell Thompson fight next? Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.